What's up everybody, Ty from AGI Pro DJ, and today we're going to take a look at the brand new K2 series from QSC.
You are about to experience the best in professional audio, lighting, DJ gear, special effects, and video. We are AGIProDJ.com.
So here you have it, the brand new K2 series from QSC. This is their rebirth of what they're now calling Legacy K. This is a 2,000 watt speaker, 1,800 watts to the low frequency, 225 watts to the high frequency. It has the same heart and soul as Legacy K that they're now calling it, but there's definitely a lot of improvements. They've got electronic DSP with display panel. They've reworked the input section a little bit. As I just mentioned, it's 2,000 watt speaker. They've changed the voicing a little bit, and these now sound much fuller, and they've definitely smoothed things out a little bit. We've noticed when listening to a K12.2 versus a Legacy K12 that it's just got that fuller bodied sound, and we really liked the way that they have changed and improved the voicing on the K2 boxes. So they come in K12.2, K10.2, and K8.2, exactly the same flavors that they came in previously with the Legacy K. 75 degree coverage, 90 degree coverage, and 105 degree coverage on the high frequency driver, just like Legacy K. What we felt like was when we listened to the 12, it just sounded bigger, and it was wider, and it's got a little bit different voicing for the high frequency, and we really liked the way that they sounded. Felt like it had more bottom end, definitely more low end. We've run some compressed DJ music through it. We've ran some acoustics, pre-recorded material with some vocals, and really like the vocal presence. The ability to make lots of changes with the DSP and to fine-tune the box to exactly the way that you like it to sound gives you a lot of flexibility that you can use these in a DJ setting. You could use them if you're a single performer where you want to plug in your guitar pickup into one channel. You can plug a vocalist into the other channel. Maybe you have some backing tracks that you would play back on a phone or a mobile device that you would come out and go right into that third channel of the aux. So they're a fantastic sounding box. They've got the same DMT built into them, the transducer matching, which means when the sound comes out of the front of the speaker, it's balanced and it's level. You don't have the high frequency leaning out and changing the way or putting the high frequency out in your face. They've smoothed that out, obviously, with the fantastic DSP that QSC includes, and then they also include something called Intrinsic correction, which changes the way, using DSP, that the way the power is delivered to the drivers that are inside the box, giving you a smoother response, more power output to the box, less clipping of the amplifiers, and again they've doubled the wattage of this box, so you've got now the ability to get higher SPL, better sound quality, less distortion coming out of the box and then apparent to the listeners, you or your audience. So here's the back panel. It looks quite a bit different. As you can see, there's a nice sized heat sink here on the 2,000 watt power supply. The 10-inch version as well as the 12 and the 8 all have the same power output. Again, it's a 2,000 watt. It's 1,800 watts to the low frequency driver, and then 225 watts to the high frequency driver. Now let's take a closer look at the DSP and the mixer section. So here's the back panel of the K2, and as you can see, it's quite a bit different than the Legacy K, the biggest addition being the DSP, and from here you can choose presets, you can choose a crossover. This has a built-in electronic crossover that Legacy K did not have. You have delay settings, you can choose EQs, you can store user-defined settings, so once you just set up the DSP for a venue and you know the way that you like to have it dialed in, you can save that. There's 5 user-definable pre-configurations that you can set up. As far as presets are concerned, you've got everything from live to default, which is right out of the box, live bright, dance, stage monitor 1 and 2. You've got some acoustic guitar and vocals, bass amp, handheld, headset mic, studio monitor settings also. Super cool. Like I said, it's got a built-in electronic crossover, so you can set it for no subs, which is wide open. You can change it to 80 hertz for a K sub, 100 hertz for KKW or KLA sub, and then you can also, it has a setting for 125 hertz. You've got delay controls as well as EQ settings, so lots of ability to fine tune that you didn't have before with Legacy K. It's got a 3-channel mixer on the back. You've got channels A and B, which are identical. You've got a combo mic line, XLR 1/4 inch in, and then you've got a pass-through output for each of channels A and B. You've got individual gain controls, which has a signal and a clip indicator, and then you also have mic settings as well. Channel B is a high-Z input. It's also a combo jack, so it's 1/4 inch and XLR. Then you've got a pass-through, and then you've got a mix-out, which is post-gain, which is a sum of A, B, and C. The C channel, they've removed the RCAs and they added 1/8 inch stereo in, so you've just got a 1/8 inch aux in right out of your phone and gain control for that, as well as signal input, locking IEC power, global power supply, and then your power on and off. So a great speaker. Obviously it's got a lot of history behind it. This is one of the longest life powered speakers ever in my history of being involved in the pro sound industry. And the K2, it's very obvious that these were designed for another 7 years of life, or at minimum. Again, the higher output, the nice and smooth voicing they have, the redo of the back panel. They have definitely hit a home run. You get the same 6-year warranty that you expect from QSC, so it's 3 years out of the box and then another 3 years when you register. So when you buy K boxes from us here at AGI Pro DJ, make sure that you get them out, scan the QR code, or go to QSC.com and register your warranty so you take advantage of that 6-year warranty. Lots of flight points on these boxes, so you can rig them up in many different configurations. They've got hanging yokes available if you want to permanently mount them. A change that we'll take a look at physically on the cabinet. As you can see, they have changed the bottom of the speaker. There's no longer the twist for the pole socket. It's just a 0 degree and then a 7 degree down angle. And that should make things really easy. If you want to switch up that degree, you don't have to switch anything inside of the bottom of the speaker. You just decide which hole you're going to place the speaker in. Another thing that they changed with the K8 is that it now has the ability to sit on its side as a studio monitor. So it was not able in Legacy K to sit on its side as a studio monitor, and they've made that change with the K8.2. And again, you've got all that DSP built into it. There's a couple of there's a couple of monitor settings in there, and it completely eliminates the low frequency, so there's none of that coupling with the floor. These sound phenomenal, and they're a nice compact speaker, tons of power, great wide angle coverage on the high frequency driver. So those couple of little subtle but meaningful changes that they made to the K8, the K10 and the K12 remain almost identical to their predecessor, with the exception of changing the poles in the bottom, but visually you can tell they're almost identical. One thing you'll notice, it does have a steel grille, but you can no longer see the driver's back behind them, and they felt back the grille, so you can no longer see the drivers. It keeps the dust out and makes a much cleaner and aesthetically pleasing speaker. Make sure you click on subscribe, make sure you like the video, and check us out on social media. Check out our website, agiprodj.com, your source for all things pro audio and DJ. Thanks for watching today. I'm Ty from AGI Pro DJ.